Hello everyone, welcome, welcome. It is Monday evening and my initial plan for stream, unfortunately, is not coming to pass because I had, okay, that happened. I had planned on organizing some stash with you today, but my stash did not arrive in the mail. So instead, we're just gonna cross stitch and chill as usual. Hey, Quarter Stitch, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the clickbait there. I went to check the mail at just after 5. The postman was still like sitting just outside of the building, so he had just come. And sadly, there was no floss delivery. I'm sure it will come. I ordered it right before a long weekend, so I'm not super surprised. And for some reason, my chat isn't showing up. Okay, so Twitch chat is showing up. Why is YouTube chat not showing up? Hey Des, welcome in. Okay, so I'm not gonna, sorry YouTube, I'm not gonna try and fix that on the fly because I honestly don't know how, but I will get to help me fix that after the stream. Sammy J Stitches, welcome, welcome, and Tyrannotrix, welcome. So many friends, and Moon's here. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. It's a party. It's a party. Showing off our new shout out. Shouting at Moon there. So yes, definitely go check out our good friend Moonphased. They are a fellow streamer here on Twitch, and they do mostly Valorant, and then a little bit of cross stitch as well. We inducted them into the cult last July, so we're 1 year of cross stitch cult. Welcome everyone. So we've made some changes. I am testing out, as you can see, a new layout. I'm testing out a new service for the captions, for the chat, for basically for everything. All of my like super fancy extras. I'm testing out a new service for that. And then I'm also testing a new camera mic setup here. Sammy J asked you use Streamlabs or OBS. I use OBS, and I was using some of Streamlabs' like chat widget and stuff, but I am using Pixel Chat now. Just because I was using like a combination of several different services, and Pixel Chat can do all of them, so I switched over. So far, I really like how the captions are working, and I like that I have the option of selecting the Open Dyslexic font. So I just need to fix the YouTube chat not showing up on screen. And Potato Shoe, did I already say hi? Hi, Potato Shoe. Hello. Tyrannotrix says, gonna say I like the caption font. I do too. Whenever possible, I do like using the dyslexic font just because it's easier for everyone. Hey, Neverbetty, welcome in. So glad you could drop by. Tyrannotrix is not officially dyslexic, but it is pleasing. It is pleasing. It's like, it's round without being Comic Sans. So if you guys do have notice any audio issues, my voice cutting in or out, if I'm super quiet and compared to the music, anything like that, just let me know, because we're still testing settings. And I really appreciate the feedback. Tyrannotrix says my ability to type my address into the shipping line when placing orders would beg the question on my non-dyslexia. I am so sorry for your misdirected package. I think I misspelled our address once, and unfortunately I misspelled it the one time that Google Chrome decided to save it, and then I had to correct it for the next forever every time I put in my address. Tyrannotrix, it's okay. They say it's sorry. I'm sorry my shipping luck rubbed off on you. I mean, I did place my order directly before a long weekend, so I'm not super surprised. Just a little disappointed. Rendership says, I think it's happened with this one. It's the second time it's happened with the shop. Oh no. Yeah, the holidays always heck me up because I don't work. So holidays have very little meaning for me anymore, like stat holidays. So it's just a little bit, like, I always forget that they're happening. I forget that they affect other people's, like, I forget that they affect shipping and when stores are going to be open and that kind of thing. But it's okay. It'll arrive. I'm not, like, out of anything that is in the order. So I'm just excited to get it, you know. I ordered supplies for, to fill out my Tangled Garden. To finish the Nostalgic Tarot card that I'm working on now. And then for Toot's next project as well. Well, not the next project, but like the next project. Yes, Des. It's a the designer called the Witchy Stitcher has released a series. She's still releasing them, called the Nostalgic Tarot, and it's basically tarot cards, but Lisa Frank. Except we can't say Lisa Frank because that's like copyrighted, so it's nostalgic. Yes, they are so good. Alright, let me see if I can pull it up. Thank you, Moon, for that. Moon says there are so many witchcraft themed patterns online too, some of which were made by thecozydh. Thank you, Moon. You were very sweet. So let me see if I can add to this a... Ah. So to just put up the links to the coffee shop and the Etsy that Moon was so lovingly pimping. So yes, this is one of my ongoing whips. It is the Lovers. Let me just see if I can open that a little bit bigger. One of the current nostalgic tarot. Danny, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I was just showing Des one of my projects that I'm working on. So I've done about, let's see what this is. This says I've done 30% of this one. And then as you can see, she's released the Fool, Empress, Death, the Lovers, Justice, and the Hermit. Oh, that didn't open there. I don't have the pictures here, unfortunately. Let's see. Go to the Empress? Yes, okay. So this is the Empress. And it's a possum, which is just amazing. Oh, Tyrannotrix, you hadn't seen the Empress? Yeah, the Empress is amazing. So that's the Empress. The other one that I'm doing is, this is Death, which is just too cute. Moon says, I would love to get a tattoo of Yuna as the Empress. That would be amazing. And Des says, a freaking possum, yes! And then the last one that I'm doing, I don't know why it's not showing up here. I hope this is still showing up for you guys on screen. Yes, it is. Okay. And then, so the next one I'm going to do after I finish the Lovers, and then I'm probably going to do a couple projects in between, but is the Hermit, which is the most recent drop. I adore it. With the little, like, make it a little bit bigger. He's got the little, like, knitting bowl and the ball of yarn and then the kidder. It's so good. It's so, so good. I love it. All right. Des says I'm still trying to figure out what card I am. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes to figure out which card you vibe with the most. Turntrick says, "Oh my god, Hermit with the cat, it's amazing." Yeah. And Des says the Hermit does come up a lot of my quizzes though. I like the Hermit, just as the card, because usually it's like imagery of, you know, the old man in the woods, and it's just it's an image that really resonates with me. I would say if I was an actual tarot card, I would probably be either the Nine of Pentacles or the Chariot. So I'm very, very excited to see what Witchy Stitcher comes out with for the Chariot. She's releasing 2 patterns every other month. So it's going to be like 2 years before we have the entire Major Arcana. but I like saying that I resonate with the chariot because the chariot is, if you've ever seen it, it's a person on a chariot being pulled by two sphinxes. And the sphinxes kind of represent opposing forces, and the chariot is about balancing opposing forces, which is really something that resonates with me as someone with ADHD. Thank you so much for the follow, Danny. And with that, we hit our follow goal of 200 followers. Amazing. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. And of course, we just went to add, but yay. Oh, yay. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, everyone, for following and just coming and hanging out. It's always so nice to see you guys and just be able to hang out and chill and chat. And I know a lot of you are stuck in ad right now. For that, I am sorry. Thank you, Moon, for the gifted sub. Moon has gifted a sub to Danny, so Danny can hear me thanking them for... Oh, and one for Des as well. Moon, you're too generous. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I super, super appreciate your continued support. Moon is the second best hype man I have. Thank you so much for the gifted. And thank you, Quarter Stitch. Yes, I'm so happy. So I've got, so that's 200 followers on Twitch, and I'm plateaued around like 300 subs on YouTube. And I've been there for a while, so I don't know why. And Moon with another gifted sub to Tyrannatrix. Oh, thank you so much. Moon, you're so... Oh, thank you, Moon. Moon's a big old sweetie. Heck. Well, I hope everyone will enjoy their emotes, which you can now use anywhere on Twitch, as well as lack of ads. And I just got a little tiny knot. I see you guys have found the emotes. Excellent, excellent. Moon is cool. Maybe too cool. I don't know. Seems sus. Moon too cool. We'll have to explore this further. Moon, I think you were saying that you were wondering which cards you associate with, and you would say the moon, but that might be too easy. I mean, yeah, or it could be really perfect for you. You never know. And it's so funny because most people, when they're talking about tarot and like they talk about their card or their stalker card, they're mainly talking about the major arcana. If you don't know very much about tarot, so the major arcana are the 22 cards that you've probably seen a lot, like the Fool and Death and the Empress and Lovers, like the ones that have a name. And then there are the minor arcana, which are like the suits. So you have the ace through 10 of swords, for example. And those usually get a little bit less love. But for me, one of my like stalker cards or cards that come up a lot for when I'm doing personal readings is the Nine of Pentacles. So that one is a very like near and dear card to my heart, but it's hard to find art of it because not many people do art of the minor arcana. Furniture says, when I was on vacation, I ran across a place called Sus Furniture. Oh no, not Sus Furniture. Des says, I don't know too much about it, but I do have a deck. That's lovely. Moon and I are both tarot people. We actually did we've done a couple of streams together, right? On tarot and witchy stuff. Where we read cards for chat and talked about it and that kind of thing. I have 8 decks. And I don't read so much anymore. And yes, thank you for bringing that up. Toot's on top of it. All of my stream VODs are available on YouTube. So if you ever want to go and watch an older stream, that is the place to go do it. And yes, the tarot stream with Moon is available there. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We read cards for chat. We talked about our favorite methods of reading and that kind of thing. And Des says, I felt so drawn to that one. I felt pulled to go and see it. Yeah, sometimes that's how it happens with tarot cards. Like, sometimes you're like, oh, this is nice. And then sometimes you're like, I need this one. So I absolutely adore the Witchy Stitcher Nostalgic Tarot series. Like, there are so many. The original Rider-Waite tarot cards are now in the public domain. So you're seeing a lot of art of them, but a lot of people do tarot-themed cross-stitch. And I love the nostalgic tarot take on it. It's so good. So I've been talking a lot about the Witchy Stitcher, but what I'm actually working on is a sampler that I designed. It's going to be in the shop soon. I wanted to get a little bit of it stitched before I put up the pattern. But it is called Fruit Bat Summer. And it is a lovely berry-filled, kind of traditional-looking sampler based on Toot's love of summer fruits. Because in this house, it is not Hot Girl Summer. For Toot, it is always Fruit Bat Summer. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm doing the frame first, so you can see we've got these like lovely bright strawberries, and then it just continues around the corner. I'm almost done. I've done the like this bit and this bit and this bit of the frame, so I just need to do this bit, and this bit. And then I'm going to start filling in the alphabets in the middle. I put that stitch in the wrong place. Oh heck. Oh heck. Oh heck. And now there's a big knot in my thread. Yep. Des says, I love fruit bats, fruit. Not a huge fan of the summer season? Yeah, but you can indulge in fruit bat summer, which means you don't go outside during the day, and you just eat a lot of fresh fruit. It's perfect. I did take inspiration from tons of different samplers for this one. I basically looked at every fruit themed sampler I could. But ended up, and then I looked at every like sampler that had bats in it, which was all Halloween samplers, and they were all kind of like not the vibe I was going for. So instead of looking at samplers, I went and looked at pictures of fruit bats and designed from those up. And put in every single fruit I could think that Toot likes. Except bananas. I just realized I didn't put bananas in here. That would kind of be like an outlier. I didn't put like oranges or citrus fruits in here, and I feel like bananas are more of a tropical fruit. Moon says I don't like summer either, and Toot says fruit bats for life. Yes, everyone is welcome to be a fruit bat this summer. I just realized I missed a stitch. Back here. Although this color, the 469, is one that I'm waiting on in the StitchWit order. I have a little bit more. Don't know if I have enough to finish the sampler, but I have enough to finish the border for sure. I was talking to another cross-stitch designer today about choosing colors and how we usually choose colors that we have done before, because you kind of know how they're going to behave. And I definitely feel that, like, especially with the greens in this piece, I went with 469, 471, and 935, which are all avocado greens. Just because I know how they're gonna look, and I know that the vibe that they're gonna give. Tortoise says citrus are winter fruit, so just call bananas are winter fruit also. Perfect. Bananas are winter fruits, so fruit bat winter. Bananas. What else would be in fruit bat winter? Bananas, oranges, apples. I was thinking of something specific and now it's completely slipped my mind. And over on Twitch, Toot has just put up a prediction. If you haven't hung out with us before, we do a fun little guessing game. So on the screen, you may be able to spot our tortoise Pow. She's currently hanging out towards the back of her enclosure. In about half an hour, we are going to feed her a snack. We are going to feed her carrots and cucumber. So you guys get to guess, and if you're on Twitch, you can wager your channel points. You can guess if she's going to go for the cucumber first or the carrot first. And we will find out. We'll put down both of them, and then she will be released, and we'll see which one she goes for. So we're doing that in about half an hour. And we have been talking about fruits while I've been talking about Pow. Quarterfish suggests kiwi. Yeah, kiwi I think would count as a winter fruit. Persimmons, Potato Shoe says. Mango pineapple from Toot. Nightbot just wants to be heard. And Toot says, I want to get my hands on kumquats to try them. They seem like something I'd love. Yeah, they do. Like, I feel like that's the kind of class of fruit that you would really enjoy. Why did that sound like an insult? It sounded like I was being really shady, and I can't exactly figure out why. Pears. We're just coming in with the pears. Good one. Alright, maybe I'll have to do a Fruit Bat Winter companion sampler. Jado Shoe says, I've never had a quince, but perhaps. And everybody says, I think apples are winter fruit. Yeah, I would say apples, like, because they're definitely, like, late fall into winter vibes for me. It's all about the vibes. We go on vibes here. Spaghetti squash, the best winter fruit. Pumpkin, tomatoes. And Des says kumquat sounds like a word that would be an insult. It does, right? It just has that vibe. And Toot has the zoomies. That's okay. We like Toot zoomies. And actually, because this is a Toot themed project, I have a Toot themed needle minder. See? It's a Sasquatch and it says believe. Because, as we know, Toot is a cryptid. And Toot says, I have peaches and pears ripening on the counter as we speak. Oh, yes, I need to check those peaches before bed. I've been, like, obsessively checking the peaches for ripeness because I feel like they're going to be like avocados and they're going to be ripe for about 30 minutes and then they're going to be done. It says peaches are enormous favorites for this fruit bat. Yes. Yeah, especially fresh peaches, especially when they smell like peaches. Toot taught me that. If the peaches don't smell like peaches, they're not good peaches. Which sounds silly, but if you're in the grocery store and they have peaches and you pick them up and they don't smell like peaches, they're not good. Potato Shoe says peaches can be amazing, but I haven't found ripe ones in a long time. Apparently they are just coming into season here. So, like, we're right at the beginning of peach season. It says, I genuinely still think about that enormous peach we got while we were walking around our old neighborhood. That smelled so good. I remember you just couldn't stop smelling it because it smelled so good. And Sammy J says, kind of like cantaloupe, must have a strong cantaloupe smell. Yeah. There is actually cantaloupe in this sampler. The central bat is holding cantaloupe. Wait, that might be a lie. It might be honeydew. I can't remember if I did honeydew or cantaloupe because it's the same color palette, just like reversed. Moon says, I enjoy cantaloupe pieces, but I can't stand cutting them myself because it's center. I see. Alright, I'll cut up some cantaloupe for you. It's fine. As Toot said, send them to us. DH can cut them for you. Yeah, all of Toot's fruit is self-cutting. Sammy J says, my father-in-law has a nose for cantaloupe. I have never known him to bring home one that wasn't perfectly sweet. That is a good skill. That is a good skill. Right now in the house we have strawberries, raspberries, plums, peaches, and pears. Peaches and pears aren't ripe yet, though. And blackberries, yeah. Everybody likes their cantaloupe sort of mushy. I'll be honest, I don't really care for melon. I don't like the texture of any melon. So all of my knowledge of how to recognize a good melon is only so I can serve it to Toot. Potato Shoe says, I don't like melon or squash as much. Yeah, like, I like the idea of them. I wish I liked squash more than I do. Just because it is a really good, it can be a really good meal. But, I don't know, I just don't care for it as much as I should. Now, pumpkin spice flavored things is a different story altogether. Don't care for the pumpkin. Pumpkin spice, however. Although, speaking of pumpkin spice and summer fruits, you guys might be familiar with my design, Cozy Bob. Who is the skeleton wearing a sweater and drinking a PSL. I have actually, I'm almost putting the finishing touches on Sweaty Bob, which is his summer cousin. So look out for that coming to the shop soon. Everybody says I only care for yellow squash, but it has to be fried with a cornmeal coating. I've never had that, and I really, really need to now. That sounds so good. Is it like slices of it or cubes of it fried with cornmeal? Oh. Potato Shoe sounds familiar to fried green tomatoes, which I love. I think I've only had shutting down. I think I've only had fried green tomatoes once. But again, I'm not a big fan of tomatoes because of the texture, so I would probably not care for fried green tomatoes. Fried okra, however, is next level. Trick says, I discovered a new craft and now my brain wants to empty off my entire bookshelf and set up an actual organized craft shelf. And I'm like, please, brain, slow down. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Rearrange all of the things. Charlie, who's one of the community members in the server, just rearranged their craft space and it looks so good. And I'm like, I have no craft space to rearrange. Let's be real honest. Potato Shoe says, okra is bad texture for me. It tastes good, but I can't take the slime. Everybody says I'm awful. Okra has to be fried too. Yeah, I don't care for the slime, but fried it's really, really good. Because when you fry, you kind of like de-slime it a little bit. It's good. It's good fried, and it is good in gumbo because it thickens the gumbo. But I would not eat it raw, Potato Shoe. I would not. Would not. Tyrannotrick says, I've been too scared to try okra. Are you near somewhere with a Cracker Barrel? Potato Shoe says, I spent a lot of time in the southern US as a kid. Too many fried okras instead of tater tots. Oh, so good. So good. But yes, I'd love to hear about the new craft that you're picking up. We have so many people in the community who do so many different cool crafts. It's been really interesting to see. Charlie just did like rug hooking, and we've got people who sew and do art and all kinds of cool stuff. Tyrannostrick says, yeah, I've been to a Cracker Barrel, but always went for the mac and cheese. Now that you can't mac and cheese, you'll have to branch out. Oh no, not no mac and cheese. I have to admit, I'm kind of feeling the same way. Y'all know that I love me my Diet Bepsis. But my Diet Bepsis no longer loves me. So, I'm cutting way back on how much I'm having. It's not because of like aspartame or soda is bad for you or anything like that. Because like, heck. It's just the, apparently my meds are severely affected by citric acid, which is in Diet Pepsi. So I've been testing for the last few days, and it is in fact being affected by the citric acid in the Diet Pepsi. So, yeah, lots of water and green tea in my future. Trick says, shortly before my trip, I discovered someone on YouTube doing sacred geometry and mandalas, and something in me snapped. Oh, that sounds so cool. Like drawing mandalas or stitching, or like, I know there's lots of different ways to do them. I used to watch so many of those videos of the women who do like mandalas out of sand. Yeah, drawing with a compass. Oh, that's so cool. You should definitely share some of those when you're done, because I would love to see them. But I can see how that would take a bit more space, because I mostly cross stitch, and if I'm not cross stitching, I'm knitting, and that kind of like hovers above my desk or is on my belly. It doesn't really take up desk space. I think if I took up drawing, I'd need to rearrange my area so I have more flat surface to work on. You did a bit today because mandalas are a good way to meditate and de-stress, and you were stressed. Instead of de-stressing, I got more anxious because I couldn't find my art supplies. Oh no. Oh no. Well, maybe a craft room reorganization is in your future then, but only if it's going to be less stress instead of more. Alright, down to the corner there. Let me just check the pattern, because there is something in the corner, I believe. Check. Right, yes. Trick says, I'm just making myself sit down and eat something before you just throw all your books nicely on the floor. That's a good plan. Eat, hydrate, take a stretch break. And speaking of, thank you for the hydrate too. So in my pattern, I have watermelons in each corner, but they're all watermelons in different stages of being eaten. So this one is just like a little quarter slice. I've already done up here, there's a whole watermelon, and here there's just the rind. And then here is going to be the quarter slice, and then over on this corner is going to be the half a watermelon. Thank you. Yeah, this pattern kind of sprang fully formed into my mind. My design process is a little all over the place. Sometimes Toot will suggest something and then I'll do a bunch of research and build it off of that. Sometimes I'll have an idea of like a word or a phrase and then build something around it. And then sometimes something will just like come to me and I'm like, I must design this. And that's what happened with this. Like, I think I sat down and designed this. It took me several hours and like I couldn't think of anything else while I was designing it. And then I started it like the next day. I was actually getting a little overwhelmed today because I was doing some, was like, okay, I want to get back to working on some patterns for the shop. So I went to my like list of ideas because I keep a running list of ideas in my Notion. And there were so many ideas that I got completely overwhelmed and had to close the window. I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. So before I actually sat down and started designing, I instead spent some time organizing my list of design ideas. Hey, Bells. Are you gonna come say hello to the peoples? No? Okay. Oh, there she is. Hi, Bella. I was watching some Ancient Aliens earlier today, and Bella came and gave me some heckin' good snuggles. Oh, baby, we don't bump our head against the mic. You can scream into the mic if you wish, but no bump. Tyrannotrix is very familiar with the whelms. I've had so many different flavors of the whelms today. Yeah, I get that. Like, there's so many cool things to do and say and do. Bella Daddy's streaming. Okay. Here, do you want to snuggle, or are you just wandering around headbutting things? This is my life now. I exist only to love Bella. I know, you're cute. She's been sleeping in the window most of the day. So we have like an expedite shelf in front of the window. And one of the little cubbies we put a blanket in there for one of the cats to sleep on. So she has dragged the blanket off of the shelf onto the windowsill behind it, and that is where she has been sleeping all day. You just woke up for some love. What's Mama doing? Oh, don't care? Okay. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. The blanket was there for Toot, and Bella decided it was there for Bella. I mean, aren't all blankets in this house for the cats? Okay, Bella, Daddy's gonna stitch now. It's not the Love Bella show. Okay. No. Hello, little wolf. Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, I've got a kitter here who desperately needs some love. Yeah, don't you? Don't you? I'm doing pretty good today. Doing pretty good. I got a lot done on I got a lot done on one of my cross stitch pieces, and I got some designing done, and it's just been a really good like I don't want to say it's been a good day because it's been productive, but it's been a productive day and it's been a good day. You know what I mean? Like, a day is not good because it's productive or not. It's just today was a productive day as well as a good day. Oh no, little wolf, you say work was terrible? I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you can get some good chillin' time in tonight. Do something that makes you happy. Rest, hydrate, have a snack. And thank you for the hydrate, dude. Oh no, little wolf, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry. Gotta love customer service. Curtis just says, such a hard distinction to make sometimes. Productivity doesn't equate to good times as much as society wants us to believe it's true. Absolutely. And like, especially since I've become disabled. And like, if you... What have I done? What have I done? Okay, sorry. I became disabled quite acutely, like very quickly. And kind of making that distinction between a good day and a productive day was really hard for me at first. And it's still hard for me now. But yeah, like you can have a great day without having done anything quote unquote productive. Whereas rest is productive. Rest is healing. Little Wolf says, yes, we love resting and sleeping. Yes. Yeah, that's great. And speaking of rest and taking a break, it is time, my friends, for us to take a little break because we've been doing this about an hour. So, we've been doing this about an hour, so that means it is time for us to give Pow her treats. Just gonna move this over here. Toot brought us a little bat to hang out with us. We're just gonna switch over. We're gonna see Pow. So again, Put your guesses in the chat if you haven't already entered the prediction on Twitch. We're going to give her some cucumber and some carrots. And while we're giving her her snack, make sure that you guys have a snack. Make sure that you have something to drink. Stand up, stretch, unshrimp your posture. Crack your neck, crack your back. Make sure you're feeling all good. Tortoise just goes for carrots? Alright. We shall see. So you can see that spot that she's in, like how her butt is kind of lower. She's actually dug herself a burrow, which is so cute. Oh, yeah. Here she comes. Here she comes. Are you even gonna look at the carrots? Is it cucumber? Is it... oh, okay. Stare down the camera instead. Okay. Ooh, it might be carrots. Well, we won't know until... It's carrots! Oh my goodness. That was so cute. Alright, well, another upset for carrots. Although, not in the chat. We had 94% of people going for the carrots. And there she goes after the cucumber. Yeah, she does love cucumbers as well. That carrot sword was adorable. Little Wolf says, I love how she swings it from side to side. Yeah, she's a cutie. And Potato Shoe says, I still have no idea how she picks. I don't know. Toot says, I poured 10k points into carrots to give extra points to everyone because I was so sure she'd go with cucumber. Oh no. I was sure she was going to go with cucumber. Oh, heck that cucumber, I guess. Alright, well, guys, make sure you have a lovely snack. We're gonna hang out with Pal for a few minutes. Toot says, a fine addition to her collection. There's no Skeledile today, Potato Shoe. I'm glad you are enjoying the Skeledile, though. While fruit does make up a large, about a third of her diet, it also has the same effect on her digestive system that it has on ours. So... I don't like cleaning it up when she has had way too much fruit, so... She's like, where fruit? What is this veggie junk? And yeah, Quarter Stitch, you finally guessed right! Huzzah! We have a victory for Quarter Stitch. Aww. Yep, how goes by? What is this veggie stuff? Did she? Oh, I thought she took one of them with her. Oh, I see. Toot struck some strawberries into her fountain, which is why she... into her food dish, which is why she zoomed back there. She just has no heck to give. Well, I'm sure she'll come back. She does honestly love cucumbers. Which is, like, I wasn't expecting that. We kind of gave her cucumber just because we had it in the house. And she ended up just devouring it. Toot says the way she is absolutely ignoring the veggies for the fruit is very Toot core. Yeah. Give it sweet. Bella, I need that. You just... Bella has a vendetta against my Pattern Keeper tablet. Oh, and we're changing. We're back to POW now? Okay. I set up keyboard shortcuts to make it easier for myself to use OBS, but apparently it's just to make it easier for the animals to use OBS. Dude, this is our life, just pure chaos all the time. Unfortunately, yes, it is. Well, I hope you guys took the chance to grab a snack, get something to drink. Just get cozy and comfy. It's Monday, we got a long week ahead of us. Especially because last week was a short week if you're in Canada or the States. Because of the holidays, so the next week back to work always just feels like forever. So I was making my plan for the week, right? Like, you know, just kind of generally making a to-do plan for the week. And I was like, okay, Monday I'm going to work on designing. Tuesday I'll do some filming. And Wednesday I'll work on designing. Thursday I'll do some... So I'm like, okay, tomorrow's going to be my filming day. And then I went to check the mail, and there's a sign up in the elevator that says that they are testing the fire alarms all day tomorrow. So I don't think I will be filming tomorrow. Turnstrick says I took extra time after my travels, so I'm not going back to work till Wednesday or Thursday. This will be a good thing if my brain chemicals behave. Oh good, that sounds lovely. Lots of time for you to reorganize your craft space. Temp. Yeah, we've got the really old school fire alarms that it's the literal like bell that goes clang 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 clang. It's the worst. So they'll be testing them on and off all day tomorrow, so. So maybe I will do more designing tomorrow and then film on Wednesday. And Wednesday, new episode of the Cozy Cast is coming out. It is all ready to go. So it'll be up Wednesday evening. Because I know by Wednesday evening you'll be missing me and you'll be like, you know, it's 6:30 and I really just need some cozy DH in my life. Oh no, we perceived her. She must leave now. Trendtrick says, our fire alarms are regularly tested by other tenants. Oh no. We honestly don't get that many, like, false alarms. Knock on wood. But our building does test them every month. So we just deal with the tests. Every month or every other month. I can't remember. It's more frequently than every quarter. Your favorite is when they test them at 1 a.m.? Oh, no. That's not so fun. Not so fun. We are on the 8th floor, which is not fun to do the stairs if we have to. But if something were to happen and there was an actual fire, I have stuff situated in a way that I can get all 9 of the animals out and down the stairs if I needed to. Knock wood that I never actually have to do that, but I have considered it and I have planned for it. I don't know why I moved. So, like, when I was doing... I did this bit and then I moved the frame. I could have moved it higher up. But no, apparently I just wanted to give myself life on hard mode. And... move my frame. And have to stitch all the way next to the frame. You guys ever do that? Where, like, you're just like, why did I make my life harder? And then you're too stubborn to fix it. There's a very small fly and I was going cross-eyed. It says I've been doing that with this happiest day piece. Just working way too close to the frame. But if you guys have been following Toot's happiest day piece, which is a piece that I designed, it is 6 inches tall by 36 inches long, and she is on the final frame. Like, she's been moving the frame over, and she moved it for the final time today, which is so exciting. I'm so excited to see what this is gonna look like. Toot says I'd rather struggle for a few rows than not have the whole piece in frame. Yeah. Well, yeah, with that one it's totally understandable. With this one, I there's so much space here. I really could have just... Bella. I really could have just moved it up. But now it's here, and I don't want to move it again, so I'm just dealing with it. But I'm really enjoying this piece. So, this is the first sampler I've designed. It's also the first stitch... It's not the first sampler I've designed, it's the second one. But it's the first stitch... This is the first sampler that I have stitched. Thank you. And I'm really enjoying, like, the little motifs and the little kind of... the angular, Quaker, Victorian-esque motifs where you're not going for, like, super realism. It's more like, oh yes, I know what that represents. And it's just, so far it's been so nice and repetitive in the border. Doing the alphabets in the middle will be lovely too. I'm really happy with the, I'm really happy with this design. I'm really happy with the color palette I went with. It's got some really beautiful, rich pinks in it. And then these like kind of more earthy avocado greens. And then some like, they're blues, but they're not bright blues. They're more like berry blues. Not even berry blues. Like kind of that dusky blue. Like, you know how blueberries are like kind of like a gray blue? Like that. I know colors. I know all the best colors. I'm good at colors. Sorry guys, I didn't realize my microphone was in frame while it was bouncing it around. It says, fun fact, the H is colorblind. They can only see greens. No, I'm only allowed to stitch with greens. That's the thing. I can see other colors. Look, I was stitching with brown all day today. All day I was stitching with brown. I was working on my Celtic Witch piece, which I absolutely adore. I'm having so much fun working on it. But I had I had done almost all of one half, like the top third, except for this one little block right in the middle that I hadn't filled in all of the stitches. I had done some of them. So I finished that little block, so it's all filled in and it's looking so good. Which means that now I can move on to the top of the other side and start doing it in the cross-country diagonal method. Which I think should go a little bit faster and a little bit easier. And it'll also just be super satisfying to look at. So probably some more pictures of that coming up soon. I also have started the next clue for Deadly Aquarium. That's the Lola Crow stitch along that's been where we've been getting new exhibits every Friday. And this Friday it was an anglerfish and I can't remember the name of the other fish, but it's like an eel or something with very sharp teeth. And I'm loving it so far, but I haven't felt the overwhelming need to finish it the day that it comes out. I've just been really enjoying working on other stuff. I think because I was so focused on Kyrie and Sora for so long. For like a week. And I wasn't working on anything else. That as soon as I finished it, I was like, I have all these whips to work on that I've been thinking about nonstop for the last week. I was talking about how I'm kind of reaching uncomfortable levels of cross-stitch whips. And like everybody's whip comfort level is different. That's very true. Some people love having tons, some people like having only one. For most people, it lies somewhere in the middle. And I was inching out of my personal comfort zone with them. So I'm down to 5 plus 1. Because I always consider Deadly Aquarium as a +1. Because I can't always work on it. Like, if I finish that clue and the next one hasn't come out, then it's no longer a whip. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my brain. For me, it's just always like, it's not really a whip because it's this special case. I think if the entire pattern had come out and I wasn't caught up, I would consider it a whip. Consider it a whip. But as is, I do not. I got that HDH, yeah. That high definition. Disorder. I don't know, I'm kind of just like giving in to the urge to stitch everything. Hey, it's Gwenny. Oh, congrats, it's Gwenny. They just made affiliate, by the way. And yes, these are strawberries. This is going to be my Fruit Bat summer sampler. So I've got this lovely border of strawberries all the way around. And I've got a ton of other fruit. There's cherries and plums and peaches and raspberries and blackberries and blueberries. Just stitch all the fruits. And thank you so much. Yeah, we just hit 200 this stream, which is very, very exciting. Well, thank you, Gwenny. And then this little guy down in the corner is going to be a watermelon slice. I might finish that before I do the strawberries, honestly. Just to break it up a little bit. For some reason, your first instinct was like, yeah, that's obviously an alien smiley face with 3 eyes. I can see it. I can see it. Cross stitch always looks vaguely cursed at some point. Like, there's always some point in a project where it's just, it's unsettling, it's cursed, it looks like something bizarre. And yes, Toot is right. An alien smiley face would be very me. Ancient Aliens actually did an entire episode on the third eye and the cosmic egg. It was very interesting. Hey, Bells. She's just been lurking at the edge of stream this whole time, hoping for treats. I think I'm just going to finish the 469 either when I get to here-ish, or when I run out of thread, whichever comes first. I don't like parking threads or leaving them dangling, even if I'm going to move the frame very shortly. I prefer just finishing stuff off. Also, my back for this piece is absolutely horrific because I keep noticing way too late that I've made a knot like 3 rows of stitches ago. And by that point, I've like stitched through it and I've stitched over and I've stitched around it, and it's not coming out. I am not a neat back person. Turntrick says, I'm looking forward to seeing Sweaty Bob. Sweaty Bob looks very good. I am probably going to... She says an hour late. I'm probably going to release him soon. Depends on when I can get my stuff together for another shop update. But yeah, he looks very good. He's wearing like a snapback and a t-shirt and has a giant iced coffee. He's also showing a lot more bone than Cozy Bob, because it's the summer, obviously, so you don't want to bundle up. Scandalo. Yep, that's Bob. And to putting up the support link. So if you're interested in seeing Sweaty Bob when he comes out, I will post about it on the Instagram, but the pattern will be up in the Etsy store and the coffee shop. As always. I've got a couple Valorant agents that are going to go up, another mini horror. I'm probably going to release Fruit Bat Summer at the same time. And thank you, Toot, for the shout out for our new friend Gwenny. Gwenny is a relatively new streamer. Just made affiliate the other day. And does Valo and Yu-Gi-Oh! And has an adorable VTuber. I love their VTuber model. I've considered doing the VTuber thing because obviously I don't show my face on streams. I do in my YouTube videos. It's not like you guys don't know what I look like if you've ever watched a YouTube video. So I've considered doing the VTuber thing, but I think at this point, like, Pow is my VTuber. Pow is the face of the channel. And thank you, Toot, for throwing up that link to the YouTube. So yeah, most of my crafting videos are full face. She mean mugs us under Wendy. Yeah. She's hiding in her burrow. Now she's coming towards us. Heard you talking. She's going for her cucumber. Cucumber time. She needs a little bit of refreshment. She didn't like something she just ate. She's just too cute when she eats. Turnstrick says, man, I want some cucumber lime juice. But you need to find a recipe that isn't 90% sugar. That sounds really refreshing. Like just that combination of flavors. Maybe if you didn't roll it around in the dirt, it wouldn't get dirt on it. You had someone who made it for the farmer's market, and it was so refreshing. It sounds really, like I don't know if I'd be like, oh, cucumber lime, that sounds like something I'd be into. But, like, yeah, just those two things together just sound cold. Alright, bye, Pow, again. The cucumber lime sugar-free Rockstar was tasty, Toot says. So that might be an option for you. And as always, I put the most common commands down below my face here. But if you're on Twitch, you can use the command !critter or !project to learn either more about what I'm currently working on or whoever's up on the critter cam. It's usually POW. It's not always POW. So we've had some success with snake cam. Right now, Penny is looking at me like, I could be on camera. And of course, the cats have had their time in the spotlight as well. But whenever I try to put the camera in the spot where the cats like to hang out, during stream, they stop hanging out there and come harass me instead. And it's like, no, this is not what you're supposed to be doing, guys. Monkey can sense when the camera is on her. She'll instantly stop doing whatever cute thing she was doing. I know. They know. They know when they are being perceived. Moon says Una too. I know for Binks, it isn't so much that she's camera shy, or it's that she realized she's being perceived. It's that as soon as she sees me, she gets so excited that she stops doing whatever she was to like come and scream at me and try to get kisses. The other ones is just because they're jerks, but with Binks, it's just because she desperately needs some affection. Aw, Yuna's camera shy. She's such a pretty little girl, though. Yuna is Moon's cat. She's a dilute tortoise, so she's just got beautiful fur. And then she's got these huge moon eyes, and like, she's so cute. She just constantly looks at you like she's like, huh? Me? Did I do that? All the Yuna emotes. My emote wall is not emote walling. There should be emotes bouncing all about the place right now. I'll have to look into that as well. I will look into that. Like I said, I just made a bunch of changes to stream stuff, so some stuff is working really well and some stuff is a little bit broken, and some stuff is really hard to test until you're actually streaming. Yeah, I'm just about out of this thread of 469. I see something bouncing. Turintrick says your audio has been excellent today. Thank you. Good. I'm glad. I think I've figured out. I figured it out. How to keep Destructotron. I say that, and then Bella headbutts the mic. I think I figured out how to keep Destructotron Bella from making really loud thumpy noise. There we go. There's my emotes. And you guys have been seeing the new follow alerts and the new shout outs, so that's good. I like that. Yep. Moon trying out the new shout outs. And of course, go follow Moon. Looks like maybe the animated emotes don't bounce, but the static ones do. Alright, I'll have to check it out. See if there's like some setting that I need to set. I had to refresh the plugin for it to start doing stuff. I just got distracted by how snippy my scissors were. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the there should be an emote wall. I'll fix it. I'll make it work, cuz emote walls are fun. Emote walls are fun. All right. Maybe it's custom versus standard. That's very true too. Could be that. Interesting. Definitely something to look into. I would like it to be all emotes, not just standard emotes. Rearranging my little friends here as I tick off what I've done. And thank you for the hydrate, Toot. I was doing some research for like beginner cross stitch videos for a friend who asked how they should get started, and one of the ones that popped up was one of Michelle the Giddy Stitchers videos, who is a fantastic YouTuber, by the way, and has really good resources on a bunch of different crafts, but she doesn't really have like a beginner cross stitch video. However, the one that did pop up was the one that did pop up was her initial impression and deep dive on Pattern Keeper, which is the program that I'm using on my tablet. And the video's from like a couple years ago, and it's, you ever watch someone that like you watch a lot of and then you go back and watch their old videos and it's like, oh my god, what a baby. That was the feeling that I had when I was watching that video of hers. But I mean, the information was still good because it was just her impressions of Pattern Keeper, and I don't think the program has changed that much since she did the video. I know there are other programs people use, Saga and Markup being the two that I can think of off the top of my head. But I'm happy with Pattern Keeper. You saying look at the baby? Did I see she called me out on being impressionable? Yeah, yes, I did see that and gave her heck for it. I'm not impressionable. I just really like doing stuff. Look, I'm peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive. Yeah, it was in regards to the emotional support chicken. I will not be doing an emotional support chicken. I'm just not knitting enough to make another emotional support chicken at this time. There will be no emotional support chickening from me at this juncture. Listen. I'm on a cross-stitch tear. I am more likely to violently begin several more cross-stitch pieces than I am to cast on an emotional support chicken. Although now that I'm talking about an emotional support chicken, I'm like, well, actually, maybe. No. No, self. No. Oh! Although, I do have, like, a bunch of crazy bulky balls that would be really fun to do because they create some really weird stripes, and it would be a gigantic chicken. Oh! I am not folding under no pressure. I am not folding. I just got sure janned in real life. So I chose this like pale peach for the rind of the watermelon, and it blends a little bit too well with the Ada if it were just on its own, but I think in combination with the pink and the green of the watermelon, it'll be fine. It'll just be, I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Because I think I also used it for the peach fruit. So we'll see. Might have to backstitch that or something. But if you guys are on Mastodon and you would like to make an emotional support chicken, there is a large group of people currently making emotional support chickens together. The hashtag is ESChicken. Although I do kind of enjoy that they started talking about the emotional support chicken, and like two or three different people pinged me because they associate me with the emotional support chicken, and I'm so glad that that is the vibe that I give off. Like I'm so glad that I exude emotional support chicken energy. Turntrick says hashtag yes chicken. No chicken. Oh. Although that being said, I enjoyed the process of knitting the chicken, but the finishing and the sewing up and everything, it was not fun. I'm not good at making things look cute. Turntrick says, "Oh, I completely spaced on summer games done quick this year. I fail. Oh no, are you do you usually participate in game jams like that?" You like to try and watch and get hype for the donations and stuff? That's cool. Yeah, I like doing that kind of thing. Like hanging out with people who are doing the game jams. I am not one who is able to design and make a game, but there were a couple of years in a row where you watched the majority of it outside of work hours. It's cool. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, it's a charity speedrunning stream. Okay. It's not like really a game jam. That's cool. Speedrunners are another breed. Like, just insane. It's a week-long marathon? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check that out sometime. So I've got my little watermelon slice here. And while I get my needle threaded, we're actually going to wrap up stream. So I'm sorry for anybody who just hopped in. But we've been going for a couple of hours, and that is usually my limit. I think they alternate between the Prevent Cancer Foundation and Doctors Without Borders. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, that would be fun to watch for sure. So yeah, so thank you everybody for joining me on this Monday evening. Toot's going to be putting up a bunch of links in both of the chats, so you can check out all the other places that you can find us on the internet. We've got our Etsy store, we've got the coffee shop, we've got Instagram, we've got YouTube, we've got the Discord. Discord is the best place on the internet to hang out. Our Discord specifically. And if you are currently watching on Twitch, please head on over to the YouTube. If you're currently watching on YouTube, please head on over to the Twitch. I would appreciate follows, likes, thumbs up, comments, all kinds of the good things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this Monday evening. I hope you had a good chill experience, that you got some good snacks in with Pow. And our next live stream is going to be Friday evening, same bat time, same bat channel, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It will probably just be another cross stitch and chill. If I get my package in, I don't think I can wait until stream to organize with you guys, but I might film it for a future video. So yeah. And then there is a cozy cast going out on Wednesday. There's going to be lots of whips, a couple of finishes, and even a very special Toot face reveal. So definitely go check that out when it drops on Wednesday. But I think that is all the news that I have for you. If anything else comes up, absolutely come hang out with us in the Discord. I will also announce stuff through the community tab on YouTube and sometimes on Instagram as well. I think that is all that I have to say. So, yes. Thanks everybody for joining us. So, Turtrix says Toot exists in real life. No. It's actually an AI generated image. Toot is unknowable and cryptic. Okay, but yes, so at this point, let's pull Pow back up. She's glaring at us, but that's okay. So I want everybody on Twitch to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube, and everybody on YouTube to say goodbye to everybody on Twitch. Bella's coming to say hello. Goodbye. So goodbye, YouTube. I will see you in the coffee shop. I'll see you in the comment section. I'll see you in the live streams. But most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.